Ooh, what's this? Clicks, clickbait.
Not a lot of games have taken off as quickly as Blizzard's new juggernaut, Overwatch.
MatPat?
Everyone, and I mean everyone, seems to love Overwatch.
MatPat, what are you doing?
When talking about class-based team shooters, you'd be hard-pressed to find a better one.
MatPat, no.
Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, welcome to Deadlock.
MatPat, stop. No. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about MatPat. You know, as you guys know, MatPat recently shit in his hand and uploaded it to YouTube. So we're going to be talking about his most recent video and a lot of the things that it just got really just plain wrong. Like a lot of it was just embarrassingly wrong, which is kind of scary when you think about the fact that this is the biggest video with the Overwatch versus TF2 topic. The problem is that the video has about 1 million views already, and that means that there's going to be thousands of people who don't really know much about TF2 seeing this video and basically thinking that that's what TF2 is like. And honestly, he got a lot of stuff wrong about Overwatch 2, so there's just a lot to be corrected. But I think I'm mostly going to be focusing on the TF2 half for this video. And let me just also say this. Yes, I play TF2, but no, I'm not a TF2 fanboy who hates Overwatch. I love Overwatch. I think Overwatch is actually a really good game, and I play it every day at this point, and I'm looking forward to playing it more seriously. But just because I do that doesn't mean that I'm giving up TF2 to play Overwatch, okay? So just get off my back, alright? Get off my back. With all of that said and done, let's get into the worst tragedy known to mankind since the death of Harambe.
Well, it's only polite to respect our elders, so Team Fortress 2, you go first.
Oh wow, so gracious. Hopefully with this abundance of respect you apparently have, you can respect that I'm about to win this debate in one word. Free. Team Fortress 2 is a free game.
So, what this anal Q-tip looking ass boy is trying to tell me is that what wins this for TF2 is that it's free. I don't really know how I feel about that. You know, I mean, so it's not that, you know, the individual characters of TF2 have a much higher skill ceiling than they do in Overwatch. It's not TF2's competitive community. It's not that on top of all of the unlockables in the game, there is nearly infinite customization of TF2. You can customize your weapons, you can customize your HUD, you can customize almost everything about TF2. It's not the fact that if you ever get bored of stock TF2, there's still 1 million other things for you to do. There's surfing, there's Freak Fortress, there's WarioWare, there's trading. You could do trading. There's 1 million things in TF2 that Overwatch just doesn't have at all. And your selling point is that it's free. I don't know, man.
For zero money down.
Upfront fees. I see you dancing around the subject. TF2 has microtransactions as well.
Yeah.
This is the kind of thing that really makes me wonder if MatPat has more than 1 hour on TF2. So, what Mr. I spend my YouTube money on bright red leather jackets is trying to say is that TF2 has transactions just like Overwatch. But unlike Overwatch, TF2 has a humongous trading community that makes a lot of these microtransactions pointless. Yes, you can buy certain hats and certain weapons in the store for maybe $5 or something like that, but you could also get it on a trade server for next to nothing. You could take something that costs like $10 in the TF2 store and get it on a trade server for just a few ref. But you would have to play TF2 to know that. That's the trick. That's the trick right there.
TF2 has years of hats, weapons, skins, user-generated models. If you want to play as a scout, wearing a Dovahkiin helmet, wielding a giant fish as a weapon, you can.
What? That helmet isn't for scout? What? How? What? Your source of information for this video was some random SFM where somebody put the Dovahkiin helmet on a scout? What? This is what I mean. This video is so poorly researched. When have you ever seen a Dovahkiin helmet on a scout? He literally just like Googled TF2 hats and just picked something out and put it in the video.
TF2 allows complete control over your character's play and feel.
Who is that? Who is that? What? That's not a TF2 character? What? Who actually is that? Somebody tell me. Who actually is that? Is that the 10th class? Is that the fucking 10th class? I'm fucking done.
I shouldn't have let you talk first because you chose to fixate on the one, and I mean one element where Overwatch loses out to TF2, and that is aesthetics.
That's the one thing? That's the one thing that TF2 has that Overwatch doesn't? Need I remind you? Infinite customizability, unlimited community-made game modes, and an actual trading economy. So wait. What?
Overwatch is a true team-based shooter, where teams need to be made of a diverse set of heroes and actually work together to succeed in the game. The end goal is always completing your objective, be it moving a vehicle across the map or defending a certain position. Team Fortress is also objective-based, but features things like kill-death ratios and rewards for dominating the enemy, stats and achievements that are directly tied to killing the opponent repeatedly. This makes it much less appealing to play as, say, a healer or other support character, since they're not as likely to get impressive numbers in those areas.
MatPat, why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this? I used to like you. Why? Just stop. Please stop. So what Michael Jackson from Thriller is trying to say is that TF2 is a game that features a kill-death ratio, except there is no in-game statistic for a kill-death ratio. It just happens to show your kills and your deaths, which, oh wait, Overwatch does the exact same thing. I can't. Have you played either of these games? Have you played either of these games? No, TF2 does not mainly focus on your KD. You'll notice that he zoomed in suspiciously close in that picture of someone's kill to death ratio, because when you zoom out, you realize that there's a million statistics for everything that you can do in the game. Yeah, you could even get high levels of healing in the game. You could do whatever you want. Anything that you do in the game is counted in some way. It's not just about kills and deaths. But to me, the thing is, that seems like more of a lie than really that you didn't know. I mean, when you think about a lot of the stuff that's said in this video, you have to think either they're lying or they just didn't know. And most of the time I give them the benefit of the doubt and I say maybe they just didn't know, but that just seems like a straight up lie. You literally had to crop out every other statistic in the game in order to have that screenshot.
And likewise, it increases the likelihood that offensive players will go rogue, heading out onto the map solo to boost these things up for themselves.
Are you saying that that never happens in Overwatch?
The developers of Overwatch have gone on record saying that they actively avoided including stats like that in the game for exactly that reason.
Oh, you're right. It's not a kill to death ratio. It's an elimination to death ratio. Oh, that's way different. Especially when eliminations are just kills plus assists. It's just a kill assist to death ratio. It's not that different.
But Overwatch's characters are just more mobile. They can roll, they can fly, teleport, use grappling hooks. With apologies to Freddie Wong, there's no need for convoluted rocket jumping in Overwatch.
What? Did he just attack rocket jumping? What? Boy, who told you that rocket jumping was a bad thing? Was it this guy? Was it this guy? Because if it was, I'll fuck him up. I hate to say this, but MatPat's kind of a noob. I mean, I kind of get it. His job is more to report on all kinds of games, and he's probably not amazing at any particular game. But geez, man, convoluted rocket jumping. I just can't process that, man. I don't know what to say.
And the great thing is that this increased mobility means Overwatch's characters are much better equipped to use more of the levels, explore the verticality of those levels, and try out different strategies that TF2's more limited characters just don't have open to them.
You can't be serious. This is just more evidence that you don't really play TF2. If you did, you would know that there are a lot of classes that have adaptations to their movement that allow them to explore more of the map. We already covered convoluted rocket jumping, but did you know that demos can sticky jump? Did you know that pyros can flare jump? Did you know that there are a lot of items that give scouts abilities to explore a lot more of the map than they're normally intended to? The only difference between this and Overwatch is that in TF2, it's actually a skill that you have to learn. It's something that you have to try and fail at and keep practicing in order to be able to master it, instead of just something where you can press shift and just fly. You may think rocket jumping is convoluted, but it really has its advantages, even in Overwatch.
Blizzard is actively policing porn of these characters that's been popping up online. Not that I would know from any sort of personal experience.
On top of that, TF2 just has more modes to pick from. That includes Team Deathmatch.
But there's no team deathmatch in TF2. What is this guy talking about? Who is this guy and why is he representing TF2? I mean, he definitely is not knowledgeable about this game.
Well, the characters in TF2 may be from all across the world, outside of the Demo Man and maybe the Pyro. They're all white males. They're all white males.
Oh really, MatPat? If they're all white males, then what about this guy? Now, don't get me wrong here. I love the diversity in Overwatch. Honestly, that's one of its selling points to me. I can understand why having diversity in Overwatch is good, but why is having white males in TF2 bad? Why is that a bad thing? As somebody who is a not white male, I honestly don't care that TF2 is a game full of white males. It's not important. It's not an important part of the game, really. I mean, I don't care if it's all purple males or all orange women. It literally doesn't matter.
But the individual players on the team have always been of the utmost importance, meaning that they can customize their appearance. They can customize...
Who is this? Who is this? I can't. Come on, man. Who is this? Who is this character? I'm sorry I keep bringing it up, but what?
Matches where you must consistently jump across multiple characters and classes, and fixed teams where you're not going to be thrown onto the enemy side if someone suddenly decides to leave.
I don't know what to say. That's not a thing anymore. It doesn't... I mean, unless the script was written like 3 months ago or something, there's no reason you shouldn't know that. It doesn't happen anymore. Not in pubs, at least. I don't know. I guess that's all I really wanted to talk about. I'm just gonna stop here unless the video gets any longer, and this video could be so much longer. But I just want to thank you guys for watching, and MatPat, why you do this? Why you do this, MatPat? I loved you. I loved you. You threw it all away. Fuck you, MatPat.
Feeling old.
And you're about to feel like a loser.